Hello. I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator. I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean? Oh my god. It's really you.
Who are you?
Sean, it's me. I'm your dad.
Father, what's going on? What's happening? What's
Yes,
going on?
it's me.
Father?
Your dad.
Father!
I'm here, Sean. Shh. It'll be okay, Sean. I'm here now.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Sean, please, calm down. I'll get you out of there.
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
I could kill you. Right here. Right now.
Yes. Yes, you could. and I would be powerless to stop you.
I want answers, asshole. Now.
Under the circumstances, I will forgive your vulgarity. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
Bullshit.
Is it? After all the things you've seen and experienced in the vault, but then you learn that your son was no longer. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not Ted? And here.
They stole you. Kidnapped you. Wasn't right.
Right, wrong, irrelevant. It was necessary. The Institute believed humanity's future depended on it. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
Yeah, you lost me. I don't see the point of any of this.
You don't see the connection. Let me try to explain. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course, but it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into it. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am the...
Sean. It's really you.
It really is. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Sean, she loved you so much.
I have no doubt. I'm afraid I have very little experience with those emotions, having lived my life within the Institute. For many years, I never questioned who my parents. With old age comes regret. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least keeping him on a short leash kept the collateral damage to a minimum. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg. Institute technology.
Uh-huh.
He never... I won't lie. What else?
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting...
Right.
The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
They need your help, Sean. It's rough up there, to say the least.
Oh, we've tried that. Surprised? The Institute once tried to help create a stabilized Commonwealth government. It ended in bickering, infighting. No. We look after our own now. Ultimately, the Commonwealth... Just give me time. I know there's... The Institute. I've been... And...
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's what I want.
I know. Forgive me. There is much...
I'll do whatever it takes. It's worth it.
I am glad to hear that. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is... You want to introduce yourself to... And finally, Dr. Lee...
Useless. Sean, about this synth.
You mean the child? It's a fascinating project, really. There are issues to be solved, of course, but we've made remarkable progress.
Why build it to look like you?
We'd advanced the technology behind synths to a point where this struck me as a new angle, if you will. Modeling it after myself. I'll make sure it's brought back online, but...
Sure.
Do you think you could love him? Like you would a real boy?
Seriously? You really believe a human could love a synth?
That's a difficult question. I suppose it depends. Yours is a unique position. I wouldn't claim to.
Broken.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase-out on these older models can't come soon enough.
Oh.
Excuse me, Doctor.
I don't know.
They weren't kidding.
Most of
You
them have
really are
lasted
here.
long past
Well,
their
all
projected
right.
lifespans.
I'm Allie.
If you ask me,
Allie Fillmore.
they were built
You can
pretty
think of
well.
me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us,
Sure.
if you don't mind my...
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the facilities division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems. There's a lot of machinery behind the work we do. So,
I'm just looking around.
I see. Well, if there's anything else you'd like to...
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Goodbye, then. I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen
Greetings.
3 rollout.
As the Institute's requisition vendor, I can provide supplies for your missions on the surface. How may I assist you today?
Thanks again.
Of course.
What can I requisition?
I have access to a modest...
Sure. Let's take a look.
We're all looking forward to working with you.
You're here. Glad you made it.
You know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he?
Greetings, sir.
Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father.
Seriously think you're heading over to robotics to knock some heads together?
Good to see you.
Father's work has been a real inspiration
package
for me.
upgrades I asked for.
Carry on,
Maybe
sir.
I should take some courses with me. Send a message.
Please don't. There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results, and they will this time as well. You'll see.
The Directorate should take the synth escapes more seriously.
Pardon me, sir.
Excuse me.
Always be vigilant. We have many enemies.
Excuse me.
You smell like you've been above ground.
Nothing to report, sir.
Dr. Watson can be a little obsessive when it comes to rules and policies.
Requisition clearance granted. How may I help you?
Maybe later.
Is it true Food Supplement 77 has been discontinued?
That is correct.
That was my favorite one.
Good evening.
Can't we
I am
keep
at
it
your
a little
disposal.
longer?
Would you care for food-based products?
What have you got?
I can offer a range of nutritious and great-tasting food supplements. Food Supplement 7.
Sure. Let's take a look.
I want Supplement 77.
I am sorry, sir, but that supplement is no longer available.
Useless machine.
It's an honor to have you here, sir.
Did I turn off the interferometer?
You wouldn't happen to have a spare polarizer on you, would you?
Good evening.
Remember to keep unnecessary power consumption to a minimum. Don't recharge unless your primary levels are below 2%. Also, if you haven't patched your navigation software, do so after this meeting. The last thing we need is more synths bumping into walls.
All this must be a little overwhelming for you.
Child synth. It's just
What are
remarkable.
you going to tell me about this mysterious Phase 3?
You know I can't talk about that.
Rumor is, Advanced Systems will be starting a new dark matter initiative soon.
Your presence here is a great gift, not just to Father, but to all of us.
Scanning unknown identity. Clearance confirmed.
The Directorate should take the synth escapes more seriously.
Feels like this project has been going on for months.
It's an honor to meet you, sir.
Excuse me.
Report anything suspicious to the SRB.
Coursers on the hunt are relentless. If you see one, you should stay out of its way.
Hey, Doc.
So, here you are. Justin Ao, Acting Director of the Synth Retention. I'll be upfront with you. Despite your relation to Father, I'm sure you understand.
Why? Don't you trust me?
I'll be honest. You're an outsider. The first outsider to be allowed access to the Institute in quite... It's nothing. Now, our primary...
Why would synths want to escape?
Synths do not want. They might look like human beings, but they're machines. As to why there's... Our main instrument, Coursers hunt... They are highly... But I gather you know. In fact...
Oh? I guess I just got lucky.
That's hardly... Now, unless you...
Really? I'm good for now. Thanks.
Very well.
Oh?
All systems nominal.
So much research, so little time.
If you encounter a hazardous chemical spill, please alert the Facilities Division immediately, operating at full capacity.
Excuse me.
Reporting status. All functions normal.
So you were there the day the bombs fell. That must have been terrifying.
Power demand jumped another 5% this year.
I've heard stories. The surface sure sounds scary.
Hey, sweetie.
Sometimes Quentin is really mean to me, but my mom says I have to be nice anyway.
Excuse me, I've got reports to deliver.
Hey there.
Everyone's excited about the new synth project.
Mankind redefined. It's catchy, isn't it?
Hello. Please ensure that your dietary requirements are being filled.
Jammed. Opens with a key. No way to pick this.
I wish you could have known Father as we have.
my target has disappeared. Systems offline.
Hostile sensor reading detected.
The sensitivity of my sensors clear.
Shutting down.
Something's out there!